Hi guys, it's Alli. In today's video I have another episode of These Polishes Gotta Go, and this is part of my Destash series if you are new to my channel. So before we jump in, I wanted to say happy 4th of July to all of those in America, in the States, who are celebrating Independence Day. Even though everyone wasn't free, we are today, and obviously I am very grateful for living in a country that is as blessed as we are. So happy 4th. I hope you guys are enjoying it with your friends and your family. I'm recording this the night before, so I will be having a chill kind of, usually my 4th of Julys are pretty chill. I don't really do a lot of celebrating, but I like to be festive. So anyway, let's just jump in. I want to go ahead and let you guys know that the polishes in the video today will be going on my Destash website. It's called Alli's Destash, and it's a big cartel site. I have the link for it in the description box of this video. And these polishes will be released for purchase Thursday, July 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At the time that you're viewing this video, all of these polishes are up on the site, so you can go look at them and see what you might want to pick up. Go ahead and make your list, and then I will try to remember to remind you guys on Instagram and Facebook when the site is opening, but it will be Thursday, July 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, once these polishes are gone, they are gone. I'm doing something a little bit different in this one. I have a lot of pairings, and I think maybe 1 or 2 trios that I'm going to be selling, and that's because I've noticed as I'm reviewing polish, I'm doing a really good job of putting it in my Destash section if I don't want it. So my Destash is growing if I don't like speed up my if I don't speed up the Destash process. So I have a lot of pairings here, and so they'll be priced the same way I did the Orly collection last time, where I'll look at the price of each individual polish and then basically just sum those two up, and that will be the price for the duo or trio. All of the information regarding the percent off and all of that is on the site. It's always on the site, so you can go look on the site for that information, whether it's 20% off or whatever. All of that's on the site, so you can go look there. Please go on the site, get familiar with it if you weren't able to purchase anything the first time, and that way you'll be ready for the opening on Thursday. So without further ado, let's jump in. So the first 4 polishes I have shouldn't come as a shocker. These are all going to be sold separately, but I'm kind of going over all 4 of them at once because they're all pretty much like the same thing. So the first one is ILNP's Storytelling. This is that gorgeous deep purple with that silver holographic in it. Again, very gorgeous polish. 3 coats to be still a little bit sheer on me, but it might be more built up on you. The swatch picture, I think, in the video that I reviewed this in, it was fine. Or maybe just maybe a tad bit sheer, but it's up to you, your preference. For me, I don't need this because I have dark purples and I can put a holographic on top of it that are completely opaque. So this one is Storytelling. And the next 3 are those toppers that I hauled. I featured all 4 of these polishes in my indie haul, my indie roundup in May, I think, or June, May, I don't know. But these 3 will all be sold separately as well. We have Wallflower, this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deep lavender with the pink, strong pink and blue shimmer. Then we have a Lilac Bridges, which is that gorgeous, slightly grayed out lilac with the holographic in it. So beautiful. And then finally we have Valentina, which is kind of that soft mint, almost turquoise shade with the strong pink shimmer running throughout it. These 3 that I just mentioned, they are toppers. They are not going to be opaque, so don't be fooled by the rings showing a little bit of opacity, or, you know, at least not being completely sheer. This one's pretty sheer, but the other 2 aren't. Don't be confused by that. These are mainly toppers, unless you just like sheer polishes, in which case they'll be fine for you. But if you like opacity, these are sheer toppers, full disclaimer. So now we get into our first duo or pairing that's going to be sold together. And here I have 2 Butter London polishes. So if you've never had a Butter London polish, this is your opportunity. They'll be discounted pretty nicely. The first one I have is this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous deep, deep wine shade. It's called Ruby Murray, or Murray, depending on how you pronounce it. and it is gorgeous. I am only getting rid of these because I have shades Just Like It by Zoya, and my Zoya rack is kind of my baby. So I don't mind parting ways with these, and I never wore them, not once. Next one is Fruit Machine, and this one is just your standard bubblegum pink. Beautiful 2-coat formula on both of these. Absolute perfection. I love them. Again, no formula issues, no color issues other than me not loving bubblegum pinks that much. But no formula issues whatsoever. I just don't need them. That's all. And next we have our first trio that's going to be sold together. And these are 3 pretty serious polishes. The first one is called Dupe. I did a review of this back in the collection last fall. You guys can look up which one it was. But I think maybe all 3 of these were in the same collection. I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But this one is this really, really deep purple jelly base, really midnight deep purple jelly base with a ton of different shades of glitter in there. The picture that you're seeing should be showing you exactly what the polish has in it. Another one, I don't have an issue with it. I think it's 2 to 3 coats to be opaque, but it's easy 2 to 3 coats. The perfect Halloween shade. I'm not big into Halloween, so I mean, I usually do like 1 Halloween manicure and that's it. And so I'm not going to hold this in my collection for, you know, that purpose. And this is pretty much, Halloween is probably the only time I would wear this, so I'm not going to keep it for that purpose. So the first one in the trio is called Dupe. The second polish we have is so popular on Instagram right now, Instagram and Facebook. I've seen it all over Instagram and Facebook recently. I don't know why, but if you've seen it and you've been wanting it, here you go. Here's your chance. This one is Use the Quartz Lonestar, which is this really soft, pale pink. It's like a pink with a little bit of like a beige in there. It is very beautiful. I think it's 2 coats to be opaque. I did review this one too, so you can go look at my Pretty Serious playlist. You'll be able to see my thoughts on this, but I believe it was 2 to 3 coats on the swatch ring, maybe 2 coats on the swatch ring, I'm not sure. But it has a beautiful smooth formula, no issues with application. It's just a shade I just don't wear, so that's the only reason I'm getting rid of it. And again, this is the second one of the trio, Use the Quartz Lonestar. And the last one in this trio is going to be Free Sample. I reviewed this one as well. This one is just a little bit of a deeper pink than Use the Quartz Lonestar, and it doesn't have that beige note to it. It's really a true pink. There's also a really fine magenta-like shimmer running throughout it. In my experience, it didn't really translate to the nails that much, but this one also had a beautiful 2-coat formula. I'm pretty sure it was 2 coats, so no issues with it, just not a color that I tend to wear. And again, that one is Free Sample. Okay, and then we're getting into the second trio. I think I just had 2 trios. So these 3 are going to be Orly polishes, and all 3 of them are so hard for me to depart with. I really don't want to. One of them I'm like 99% sure I will repurchase, but I don't need it right now. I haven't worn it, and so I just need to depart with it. But anyway, the first one we have is called Frenemy, and this one is just a black jelly base with all kinds of iridescent glitters and I think some holographic in there as well. It's really pretty. I couldn't do the picture justice, unfortunately, so you can go Google some better swatches of this than what I did. But I thought this was a gorgeous polish, a gorgeous 2-coat formula on the swatch ring. I think on the nail it's even more opaque. The swatch ring is so white that it takes a little bit more building up for these dark colors. So I think on the natural nail it's definitely 2 coats, but swatching I can't remember if it took me 2 or 3, but in any case it wasn't difficult to work with at all. In fact, none of these polishes today that I'm swatching, or I'm sorry, none of the polishes today that I am destashing had bad formulas at all. All of them were really good, so I don't want to sound like a robot, so I'll just tell you that out of the gate. I'll probably still say it though. So yes, again, this one is the first in the Orly trio that I'm going to be selling, and it is called Frenemy. Oh, the second one I'm going to be selling is Celebrity Spotting. This is a gorgeous purple cream with this strong gold shimmer. It is so beautiful. The way that Just Face loves pink and gold is the way I love purple and gold. I just love them, love that pairing. The only reason that I am going to be destashing this polish is because I have one from Zoya that I like a little bit more. It has a stronger gold presence. The name is escaping me at the moment, but I'll try to put it on the screen somewhere. But this is, it's a beautiful polish. Gorgeous formula, no complaints. I just have one that I like a little better. And that's the only reason that I am getting rid of this one. It's the second polish in the trio, and again, it's called Celebrity Spotting. And the last one of the trio, of the Orly trio, is my baby. I do not want to get rid of this. It's so pretty, but I haven't worn it since I picked it up. In fact, when I was going through my collection, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get rid of that. And then when I put it on the ring, I was like, that's why I loved it. That's why it's been in my collection so long. This one is, well, not so long. I think it came out last fall, but that's why I've kept it till now. This one is Party in the Hills, a gorgeous black and gold glitter mix. Totally something that I would wear around New Year's Eve. That's why I feel like at some point I'll probably repurchase this. It is gorgeous. No issues with the formula. I think it's 2 to 3 coats to be opaque. I can't remember for sure, but it's an absolutely stellar, gorgeous polish and another good formula. And that concludes the Orly trio that I'm selling, and this one again is Party in the Hills. Alright, and next up I have 2 Zoyas. The first one I have is called Thea. Thea is this really rich purple jelly base with holographic small glitters and then some medium size holographic glitters as well. I mentioned this in one of my Zoya hauls, I can't remember which one it was, that I don't love the Zoyas with the hex holographic glitters, the bigger hex holographic glitters that you see in here. I just don't love these. That's the only reason why I'm getting rid of it. It had a gorgeous formula. It's really pretty on the nails. It just doesn't fit what I want it to because I love the sugary pixie dust polishes, kind of like the more, I think those are like the original pixie dust formula. I prefer those to this. I like the more textured feel as opposed to it being textured because of glitter. I like the sugary texture more. So that's the only reason I'm getting rid of Thea. And with Thea, I'm going to be selling one called Laney Marten. And this came free a couple of years ago. I've never worn it. It's a really rich hunter green shade. It looks almost black in the picture that I took, but in person you can definitely tell it's just a dark hunter green. It's actually really beautiful, but I have shades like this in my collection that I don't forget about. And Laney Marten, I'm not sure how I don't know. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention that much to Zoya when I got this for free. So I'm not sure. It's not on their site, I don't think, and it's 2 names instead of 1, so if it was just a special, I'm not sure. But here's your chance to get it. This one has a phenomenal formula. When I swatched this, because when I got it, I didn't swatch it. Me swatching on this ring was the first time I opened the bottle. When I put this on the swatch ring, I was stunned. It had the perfect consistency, absolutely beautiful. I think it was 2 coats to be opaque, but almost opaque in 1. Obviously a darker shade's gonna show the sheer spots a little bit more, so it did take me 2, but a gorgeous polish and formula. And again, that is my first Zoya pairing. We have Thea and we have Laney Marten. And my second Zoya pairing is going to feature Noir, which I think I got this in my Black Friday haul, so this one will go really cheap. Another gorgeous deep black and purple jelly base with these really strong pinky red glitters, some hex glitters in there. Again, just don't prefer the hex glitter pixie dust polishes, but another really gorgeous one. This is one I think people were like salivating over when I featured it in that Black Friday haul, so I think you'll really enjoy it if you pick that one up. And with it, I'm selling something that I am never using again. I think I've swatched it once and I hate it. That's just me being completely honest with you. And that is Frida. And this one is a deep teal jelly polish. It is ultra sheer. What you're seeing is 3 coats. Look at the bottle and then look at the swatch ring. This is 3 coats. If you don't like sheer polishes, you don't want to buy this duo. It's not worth it. To be honest, it's not worth it. If you like sheer polishes and you like to use them for nail art, this is going to be right up your alley. You'll love it and you'll want to snatch it up. So again, that one is Frida, and that concludes the second Zoya pairing that I have of Noir and Frida. Now let's just go ahead and stay with some mainstream polishes while we're at it. The next pairing that I have is coming from China Glaze, or the next 2 pairings I have are coming from China Glaze. The first one I have is Cross Iron 360, and this one I reviewed in the China Glaze Ski Collection. This is from 2007, and this is that kind of burnt orange metallic. Guys, again, when I swatched this on the ring, I was like, why am I getting rid of this? Why? It's like fire off of the ring. It's fire off of the bottle. It's fire off of the nails. It's a really gorgeous polish. Nice formula. I think 2 coats, maybe 3. It might have taken me 3 in my review. I'm not sure. You can go look. You have time. You have a couple of days before the store opens. But yes, this one was a absolutely beautiful polish when I put it on the swatch ring, and I was like, I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't wear it. I won't wear it. So that's the first one, and what I'm selling with it is Avalanche, which is this beautiful, oh man, I totally took this for granted when I was doing the review. It's this beautiful gray purple mix, metallic polish, almost a chromey polish. It's really beautiful, guys. It is going to show brush strokes if you don't keep them straight, so I think that's the reason why, and the finish isn't my favorite, but these two, and when you look at them together, they are fire. Absolute fire. I mean, it's going to be hard to part with these two. They are absolutely beautiful. The formula on Avalanche, I didn't talk about that. I think it's a 3-coater. It's a 2 or 3-coater. I can't remember for sure, but they're so pretty. So it's the first China Glaze pairing featuring Avalanche and Cross Iron 360. Sorry guys, we got a lot of polish to go through. We're almost halfway through. Actually, I think we're crossing the halfway point now. Alright, so the next two are both coming from China Glaze as well. The first one is called Don't Teal My Vibe, and this one just came out in the Spring Fling collection. I'm pretty sure in the Spring Fling collection this year, spring 2017. It's just a teal metallic. Very, very pretty. I think it's 1 to 2 coats to be opaque, so easy formula to work with. And the other one is Belle of a Baller, which came out in this year's Pastels collection, which I did review as well, so you can go look up both of these polishes in those videos to see my exact thoughts on it. Another very easy formula. I think it's like 2 or 3 coats to be, I think it's 2 coats to be opaque. So yes, that concludes the second China Glaze pairing of Belle of a Baller and Don't Teal My Vibe. And our next pairing is going to be coming from OPI, sticking with the mainstreams for now. The first one we have is called, is that a spear in your pocket? And this one is a kind of a dark teal cream. Beautiful formula, 1 to 2 coats to be opaque. I reviewed this in the Fiji collection from this past spring by OPI, so you can go check out my thoughts on the polish there. And with it is 2 Timing the Zones, which was also part of the Fiji collection. You can see my thoughts there. I think this was a solid 2-coat formula. One almost opaque in one, but it did need the second one. But yes, a very beautiful pairing to me, and formula-wise, very beautiful as well. And again, that is the OPI pairing of Is That a Spear in Your Pocket and 2 Timing the Zones. You're gonna keep hearing me say, like, I love these polishes, and I do, and it's gonna be hard to part with them, but I'd rather them be with homes where they're gonna get use rather than taking up storage space in my room where I don't use them. And you know, I could be putting other polish that I love a little bit more up there, and you could be enjoying them. So that's why I do these destashes. So the first one that I have, this is one of 2 pairings I'm going to have from Color Club. The first one is called Once Upon a Time. I did review this one as well last fall in the, ooh, I can't remember what the name of the collection was. Was it Once Upon a Time? Maybe. It was last fall for this. I reviewed it last fall for the winter collection. So this one is Once Upon a Time again. It's a really nice tan shade. Really beautiful, no issues with this formula wise. It's 2 coats for opacity. And the second one I have is a Long Live the Queen, which is kind of an olivey green metallic. I reviewed this as part of the Color Club English Garden collection last summer, so you can see my thoughts on that one in my earlier videos too. So yes, that is the first pairing of Color Club, and we have Once Upon a Time and Long Live the Queen. The second Color Club pairing is going to feature Biscuits and Jam, which is this gorgeous red toned purple. I reviewed this one in the English Garden collection last summer too, so if you want to hear my thoughts on that, check out that video. In short, I can say that I did like this polish. It was very easy to apply, 2 coats for opacity, no complaints. It's just a shade I don't usually wear, And with that one, I'm going to be selling What's Your Sign? And this is a really, really, really light pink linear hollow. It's part of the Halo Hues collection or line from Color Club. I think you guys will really like it. It's an easy 2-coat formula and quite beautiful when it gets in the nails and on the sun and in the sun. And again, that is the second pairing of Color Club featuring What's Your Sign and Biscuits and Jam. Okay guys, and the last 10 polishes, I think? Yes, the last 10 polishes are all going to be singles, so you can just buy these individually. First up, we have Shine For Me, and this is an OPI polish. I don't know what made me pick this up, I guess, because it was for cheap in TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I think it was $3.99, $4.99 in TJ Maxx. It's just a silver glittery base with some light blue glitters in there as well. It is really pretty, but it's just not something that I usually would wear, so that's the only reason I'm getting rid of that. And again, this is OPI's Shine For Me. And all the rest of these will be indie polishes, so let's get going. Oh, another hard one. So the next one we have, this is really near and dear to my heart because it's one of the first indie polishes I purchased. Next we have Native War Paints Melted Sprinkles, and I think either this was a collaboration with Jess Face or she just really loved it at that time, and I can't remember which one, but that's what made me grab it, and I wanted it so badly. And I never wear, when I reach for curlies, I never wear curlies like this, so that's the only reason that I'm getting rid of it. I think I've worn it once. I've swatched it several times, so it does have a fill line. It'll be appropriately discounted for you if you're interested in it. It is very beautiful. It's a white with neon glitters, absolutely perfect for the summertime right now. So if you're interested, again, that is Native War Paints Melted Sprinkles. And we'll just stick with Native War Paints for now. The next one I have is called Jackie. This is part of the Underwood collection, which I reviewed in December of 2016. So you can go there for all my thoughts on this polish. Re-swatching it on the swatch ring, 2 coats, easily opaque, no issues with the formula. Beautiful, you know, almost like burning from within red shade. It's really, really pretty. It's just not something I typically wear. So that's the only reason that I'm destashing Jackie by Native War Paints. And the next polish we have is called Twinkle. This one is kind of like a cross between like a sunflower and a tangerine. Somewhere sitting in between there. This is part of the Neon Brights collection. So if you're not familiar with Native War Paints, they have these brilliant neon lines. They've had the Neon Brights, the Dirty Brights. I can't remember all the exact names, but they have several lines of neon polishes. And all of them are beautiful, absolutely perfect for beginner water marblers. Absolutely perfect. All of these. All of them. I have all of them. They are all, well, I don't have them anymore. I'm destashing some of them. But they're all perfect for water marbling if you're trying to learn. So I highly recommend this polish and the next one. If you're interested in water marbling, these are absolutely perfect polishes to go with to start. They water marble so easily. It's like effortless. The only reason I'm destashing this one is this one and the next one I have shades from the other neon lines that are similar, and so I just didn't feel the need to have them all. And there are some more in my destash box I'm going to be destashing for the same reason. I just have similar shades and I'm not going to be using them all. So again, that one is Twinkle by Native War Paints. And next we have Amanda Loves Betsy. Amanda Loves Betsy. This one is kind of just a darkened mid-toned pink. It too, only reason I'm destashing it is because I have similar shades to this. It's not something I usually gravitate toward that much anyway, so I don't need to keep it in my collection. And again, that one is Amanda Loves Betsy by Native War Paints. Now whoever gets this next polish, I'm going to need for you to wear on March 21st next year. I'm just kidding. The next one we have is called Another Year Older. This was my birthday polish this year. I pretty much remember all my birthday polishes every year, so it's a lot for me to get rid of this. Similar to Unicorns Love the Blueberry Muffins, which I destashed in my Facebook giveaway. I think I probably won't ever wear this again. I like it. I love it. It's beautiful. But I probably won't wear it again. And I don't have to have it in my collection if I could give it to someone else or sell it to someone else who will use it and give it a better home than I can. So That's the only reason why. If you want to wear it on March 21st next year in my honor, then I would appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. So yes, again, that one is Another Year Older by Native 4 Paints. Alright, and next up we have two polishes by KB Shimmer. The first one we have is called Soot and Ladders. This one came out in the holiday collection for 2016. I did review that one back in November, I want to say. So if you want to look at that one, check my either KB Shimmer uploads or my, I don't know if you can do it by date, but just go back to November. So I did have a full swatch and review of this polish. This one's just like a dark, it's a black jelly base, dark obviously. It's a black jelly base with a ton of different color small glitters and some iridescent glitters, I think, or maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. It is really beautiful. Black is not something I typically gravitate toward, and when I do, I usually am going for something like Baby by 90 Lacquer or Storm by Zoya. So this one just doesn't really have a place in my collection because it's not something I would usually wear, but it has a beautiful formula, very easy to apply, and it is a pretty polish. And again, that one is Soot and Ladders by KB Shimmer. And next we have Supplies Party. This is a kind of a champagne, it's part of the Birthstone collection, so it's a champagne color with, or base with these silver flakies, holographic flakies in there. You guys know how I feel about the Birthstone collection and that finish. I think it's absolutely stunning on the nails, but it does not wear like 12 hours on me. It doesn't wear 12 hours on me without chipping, so for that reason I'm destashing this one. It is very beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. Again, I don't like the finish for its wear. So yes, again, that one is Supplies Party by KB Shimmer. And next up we have Colores de Carol in the color Lillian. This one is kind of a lime green. The picture that you're seeing is a little bit washed out. It has more pigment than that. It's a little bit deeper than what you're seeing in the picture, but it is a lime green, almost like almost a cross between a lime green and like a new growth grass green. It's really beautiful. I think I love it. I love her creams, so I'm biased, but I think I have worn this one in half of a manicure. I think I did like an alternate manicure with this, but beautiful formula, no issues with that. Beautiful color, just not something that I usually wear a whole lot. The shade, it's not something I wear a whole lot, so I thought I'd pass it off to a better home. And again, that's Lillian by Colores de Carol. And we are finally at the end of this destash video. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm tired of talking. Okay, so the last one that we have is another one that's kind of near and dear to my heart because it was something I had my eye on for a while, but I didn't get it until like I was more secure in my polish picks, if that makes any sense. So this one is Living in the Pastel, and it's by Pretty and Polished. I picked it up in a video almost a year ago exactly. No, it was a little past a year ago. I think I mentioned it in, I think it was in my my first Live Love Polish haul on the channel back last spring. This one is a pale baby blue, really pale baby blue cream crelly base with these eggshell white and light blue glitters. It's perfect for the springtime, absolutely perfect for Easter. It's a gorgeous polish, but as I've said for a few of them in this collection, or in this video, I probably won't wear it again. I've worn it and I probably won't wear it again. So again, that one is Living in the Pastel by Pretty and Polished. So that finally concludes my third destash. Yes, it's my third destash video. Again, the store will be open this Thursday, July 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions about the polishes, about the store, about the sale, about anything, you can leave me comments or you can hit me up on Instagram, on Facebook, in comments. You can hit me up in direct messages. You can email me. My email is always in the description box. Many ways that you can ask me. Just ask away. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll try to get to any and all questions before Thursday, or before the store opens on Thursday. Again, I will try to remember, I need to set a reminder on my phone. I'll try to remember to tell you guys on Instagram and Facebook that the store will be opening in maybe an hour or so. Would that be good? Like maybe if I do it at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, no, maybe. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video very soon.